नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये।
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bagavatam discussion. So today we are going to discuss Canto 1, Chapter 15, text number 36. It's continuation of 36. Continuation. 1:15:36. Yesterday, many Madhaprabhu we took 1:15:35. Today, continuation 1:15:36. Please repeat behind me. Yada Mukundo Bhagavan imam mahim.
यदा मुकुन्दो भगवान् इमं महिं।
Yada Mukundo Bhagavan imam mahim.
यदा मुकुन्दो भगवान् इमं महिं।
Rahu Svatanma सर्वनीय सत्कतः।
जयो स्वतन्वा श्रावणीय सत्कतः।
जयो स्वतन्वा श्रवणीय सत्कतः।
जयो स्वतन्वा श्रावणीय सत्कतः।
जयो स्वतन्वा श्रवणीय सत्कतः।
जयो स्वतन्वा श्रावणीय सत्कतः।
ताहर्येव प्रतिबुद्धसेतसं।
तादहर्येव प्रतिबुद्धसेतसं।
ताहर्येव प्रतिबुद्धसेतसं।
तदाहर्येव प्रतिबुद्धसेतसं।
ताहर्येव प्रतिबुद्धसेतसं।
तदाहर्येव प्रतिबुद्धसेतसम्।
अपुत्र हेतौ कलेर् अनवर्तता।
अभद्र हेतु कलेरनवर्तता।
अवर्तु हेतु कलेर् अन्वर्तता।
अभद्र हेतु कलेरन्वर्तता।
अभद्रो हेतु कलेर् अन्वर्तता।
अभद्र हेतु कलेरन्वर्तता।
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Yada, when Mukundaha, Lord Krishna, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Imam, this, Mahim, earth, Jahu, left, Swadama, Swatanva, with his selfless, self-some body,
with his self-same body.
Shravaniya Satkataha, hearing about him is worthwhile. Tada, at that time, Agaha eva, from the very day, Aprati Buddha Setasam, of those whose minds are not sufficiently developed. Abhadra hetu, cause of all ill fortune. Kalihi anvavartata, Kali fully manifested. Translation and purport is during a Sabha Charna when they see Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. When the personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, left this earthly planet, in his self-same form, from that very day, Kali, who had already partially appeared, became fully manifest, to create inauspiciousness conditions for those who are endowed with a poor fund of knowledge. Purport. The influence of Kali can be enforced only upon those who are not fully developed in God consciousness. One can neutralize the effects of Kali by keeping oneself fully under the supreme care of the personality of Godhead. The age of Kali ensued just after the battle of Kurukshetra, but it could not exert its influence because of the presence of the Lord. The Lord, however, left this earthly planet in his own transcendental body, and as soon as he left, the symptoms of the Kali Yuga, as were envisioned by Maharaja Yudhishthira prior to Arjuna's arrival from Dwaraka, began to manifest. And Maharaja Yudhishthira rightly conjured to the departure of the Lord from the earth. As we have already explained, the Lord left our sight just as when the sun sets, it is out of our sight. Hare Krishna. So, in this sloka mainly talked about the Kali Yuga, it is fully manifested. After Lord left from this earthly planet, the Kali Yuga fully manifested. So, how can we understand the Kali Yuga fully manifested? What are the symptoms of Kali Yuga? What are the symptoms we know? What are the symptoms of Kali Yuga? What are the qualities of Kali Yuga? Quarreling, hypocrisy,
less memory,
poor memory, so tendency of cheating others. So these are all the qualities of Kali. So what are the four principles we are following? Basically, the basic principle for a devotee. To become a devotee, what is the four principles you have to follow? No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. So why these four? Why this is four basically mentioned? Because all these places Kali is residing. Wherever there is a intoxication, wherever there is a meat eating, where there is a illicit sex, and where is a gambling happening, all the places are Kali. So why this? We are calling this Kali going and sitting there, because the less intelligent people who don't have the God consciousness, they are all attracted towards those things. Whatever the things we discussed about, these four things, they are attracted towards that. The fifth thing also, yes, when Maharaj Parikshit was ruling this world, these all things are under control. Even the Lord left this material world. That time also, till Maharaj Parikshit was ruling, that time everything under control. Then we had a story that he was seeing the cow, and then he was discussing the Kali Purusha. Then Kali Purusha asked, I couldn't stay I don't see any places to stay here. This is the time I have to be here. So give me some place. Then he what he gave? The fifth place? Gold. Wherever the gold, you can go and stay. So these are the five things we should avoid. The four things first we should avoid. The fifth thing, gold, we should have limited. Whatever is required for our life, only need to limit it, not greedy on that. And very many people, if you go and preach that we should not eat non-vegetarian, it is against the scriptures. You see, then they will come up with all the scriptural reference for you. They'll come up with the Ram Lakshman, when they were in the Banwas, they took fish, they ate meat, they took wine. They'll come up with all the scriptural reference. They won't, since you are asking, they'll say scriptural reference, they will say. Ram Lakshman took wine, we can't. Okay. And gambling, you are saying don't play gambling. Mahabharata, they play gambling. They are the devotees of the Lord. You are saying devotees of the Lord, Pandavas, they also played gambling. And they married multiple wives. So how can you justify that? How can you justify to them? What is the answer you can give to them? What you can say? How we can make them understand? What is the way? क्या बोल सकते हैं हम लोग? ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं हम लोग. हम लोग preaching कर रहे हैं ना. We are going and preaching. So they are asking all this. If you are saying this, then immediately they will ask. Then what we will say?
Lord Ram was not eating non-veg because
He was eating non-veg. This is there in the Mahabharata also. That the first thing, there is a different yuga, not in this Kali Yuga. This is the rules for Kali Yuga. So you have to strictly follow the Kali Yuga rule. This is the first thing. Second thing, in Kali Yuga also, there are four varnas are there. What are the four varnas? Four varnas. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanapastha, Sannyasi. So all the four ashram, they have to follow that. And four varnas, what is the four varnas? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. In all the other categories should follow, only Brahman category should follow strictly all these rules and regulation. Kshatriya, there is no rules and regulation applicable for Kshatriya. They can marry any number of wives, they can take wine, they can take meat. There is no restriction for Kshatriya. They can play gambling also. They can intoxicate. These four principles not applicable for them because they are not means they are not ruling the world with their mind. Because the mind is through Brahmanas giving the ideas how to rule. Intelligence is coming through from because they need to follow just Brahmanas words. But to make them, they make their body strong, strengthen. They need to be always in the happy mood so that they can rule the world also happily. So that's the reason there is no restriction for Kshatriyas. So when Ram appeared here, he was Kshatriya. That we need to tell. When they ask Krishna married 16,000 wives. So there also we can see is Kshatriya. There is no restriction for Kshatriyas. They can marry any number of wives. In Pandavas also they have married more than one wife. Yes, they are Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas, there is no restriction. If you are a Kshatriya, you can have all those things. You need to ask, are you Kshatriya? Somebody, are you Kshatriya?
Yeah, but self-protection, is that not fight?
There is not a fight. There is self-protection. Self-protection, even animals also are doing. Everyone is doing a self-protection. Kshatriya means, what is Kshatriya? Kshatriya's quality, he has to protect the whole country or state or some place.
Right.
They are giving the protection. Who are giving the protection, they can do all those things.
Okay.
Even in Indian Army, India, prostitution it's a sin. It's not a sin, it's a law. It's a law. There is a law. If you do
Against
somebody doing it is against law. Doing the prostitution is against law. There are so many cases they are catching here and there. But for the people who are in the armies, for them there is no restriction. There is a separate place for them. So prostitution, there is allowed, license allowed. They can go and do it. Because for the army people who are in the defense. So it is the government and it is also following the same. They are doing the protection of countries, this and that. So they have, for them also government is giving. The government is giving the liquor and all, the free rate, reduced rate, freely available for them. They have to drink. Because since they are in the climatic condition is cold, they have to drink. So it is allowed for the army people. Since you are sitting here and you are going to sitting in the AC room, you are also drinking. It should not. But since it is in the Kali Yuga, you see all the other states, everybody, the more income is coming through that only. Drinks. Tamil Nadu is number one now. Now they announced that morning 7 o'clock you can open a shop. not even a milk shop.
They are getting more income.
7 o'clock you can open the shop. So this is the symptoms of Kali Yuga. This is the symptoms of Kali Yuga. People are more addicted to that. And government also, they also, who are ruling, they are not Kshatriyas. So they also don't know how to generate the revenue. So these are the means, because according to their mind, this is working, so let it, why you want to take tension? Let it go. That's what is going on currently.
So it's not applicable. What about Vaishya and Sudra?
Vaishya and the Sudra also they have to follow, but there is no such stringent restrictions for non-veg and intoxication and all. Because their consciousness level is their mode of ignorance and passion. So which is more, they will go into that path. So Sanatana Dharma, it is an umbrella for all the people. It won't leave, okay, you are eating non-veg, you can't come, it's not like that. For them also there is a regulative principles are there. If you want to eat non-vegetarian meat, hen or something, cut in front of the Lord, means offer it to the Lord first. So for that there are many Munisami, Sarai Madan, there are many things are there. There are all like Grama Devatas, we'll call it as Grama Devatas. Kali, in North it is Kali. So they will offer that and they will take it. And it is not, there is some restriction for that also. So that means in the specific particular day only you need to do, and specific time only you need to cut. And sometimes you should not have, in Tamil Nadu it is Purtasi, people won't eat non-veg. Shravana month here also, everybody. Shravana month. So because all the people are not in the same level. First of all, we need to understand. Not everyone can understand the topmost philosophy. So there are multiple levels of people, and we need to take them into one umbrella under the regulative way. So that is the reason, to cover all those people, to take it under the umbrella regulative, there are different principles, different Vedas are there. In the Vedas also we have a goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So for the ignorant people, we can't restrict them. If you restrict, then what they will do? Illegally they will do all those things. That is the reason, in Vedas, in scriptures also authorizing those things. Okay, if you are not able to come to that position, do it, be in your position and
With the
worship the
regulations.
other forms of the Lord. Not directly, you can't worship, they don't have the intelligence. If they don't have any God consciousness. God consciousness means they are in the mode of Annamaya. They can only eat and enjoy in the senses. For them, we can't go and explain what is Krishna consciousness, what is God consciousness, they can't understand that. So for them, okay, this is the rules. Okay, you need to offer to the Lord first, then you need to take it. So in Krishna, he is saying in Bhagavad Gita, who are all worshipping the other Devi Devatas, they are indirectly worshipping me only. But that is wrong. That is against the scriptures. That is wrong only, he is saying. But since people are not able to understand the position of the Lord and the purity of the Lord, how pure we need to be there, our soul is pure, those things they can't understand. So for them, you can't go and explain the philosophy also. For them, they can go under the rules, minimum rules for them, they have to follow that.
Still we are trying to explain them, right?
No, we are not trying to explain them.
No?
See, we are explaining to the people who are little educated. See, you are seeing here people are eating non-veg, this and all.
Yeah.
92% of Indians are eating non-veg as per the law.
Latest.
2020
So-
survey itself,
so
they said
they are
90,
ignorant
90,
people.
92%.
So they are ignorant people, right?
They are under ignorance.
But still we are
Kali
going on.
Kali Yuga is full of ignorant people only. Kali Yuga, the person who is born, everyone is a
No, no,
Sudha.
how to take it that I am saying. Yeah, I
See,
understood.
see, our mission is to give the knowledge, at least minimum knowledge. Our mission is to give the minimum knowledge. At least they may not come to the higher level, Brahmanical level they can't come. They may not come. At least they will have some knowledge about that. That's the knowledge we are. This is our
Thank you.
endeavor. This is our endeavor. See, so people, it is not. See, there is a Asuragun and demigods and gods, demigods and demons. So both in the Kali Yuga, both the mind is there for a single person. Each person has both the mind, Asura Gun and Devata Gun. So that's the reason we are preaching to everyone. So which is
Best
good, which is more for him.
The common movie say that which dog you want to feed?
Yeah.
Bad dog and good dog.
Yeah, we are trying to feed, we are trying
Good
to,
dog.
Yeah.
they both are there in our mind, both are our intelligence, everything is in our, both are there in us. So which based on our intelligence, based on our previous karma, whatever did if some Sukriti we did in the previous birth, then that people can immediately leave all those things and they can follow the Krishna
Yeah,
consciousness.
so we are trying to explain them if
Because we
they
don't know,
are-
right? Because both the gunas that because we don't know the person. Who
If
is,
they are ignorant, we cannot force them. Is
we
that-
cannot force. We cannot force. We will give the prasadam and take it there. Sometimes one day you will get.
Yes.
Maybe some other birth also you will get. So we can't. So our thing is to spread the mercy.
No, actually, few more rules are there.
Hmm.
That animals should be cut outside the city,
Hmm.
and person who want to eat, he only has to cut. And while cutting, you have to see eye to eye and tell that this month I am eating you, next month you eat me. These
Okay.
promises you should give. If you do that, then you could do all
Yeah,
that.
there are many things are
Rules
there.
are there.
But currently, since Kali Yuga is a Manda Buddhi, there is no scriptural following. They are not doing that. People are like it is becoming a animalistic life. Day by day, it is increasing. So once upon as Prabhu said, outskirt of the city.
Now also village outside.
Yeah, in our city, in our village, and all,
yeah.
it is outskirt of the city only. Outside of the city, outside of the village only, there's shops will
That
be there.
rule is continuing.
But currently here, if you see,
Everywhere it is.
yeah, one next house will be there, another is, and the next shop, if you see the
If you
puja
want
items
to
will
cross,
be there.
then you have to go through that.
Yeah, so this is the Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga, it will be like this only. So we have to keep ourselves clean and clean so that we will not affected because of those things. Okay, so these are the 4 things, 4 regulatory principle we are following, and this is the minimum qualification to start your bhakti. And once we start our bhakti, the Lord is saying 4 more rules. What is that? What are the 4? Krishna is saying 4 more principles for bhakti. Bhagavad Gita, multiple slokas. Krishna is saying.
Chanting, hearing, reading.
No, Krishna is saying.
Krishna is
saying. Which sloka is coming multiple times in Bhagavad Gita? Manmana, Bhakto, Madhyaji, Mam Namaskar. This is the four. Manmana, always remember me. Madbhakta, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. And Namaskuru, offer obeisance unto me. These are again four principles. Krishna is saying, once you follow this basic thing, you are entering the bhakti. Once you going against into the ladder, then you need to follow what Krishna is saying again. Right? So the fourth thing, what are the four things? Manmana,
Bhakti.
Remember me.
Remember me. Next, become devotee.
become devotee.
Worship me.
Worship me.
Next, pranam to me.
Offer obeisance
Offer
unto me. There's again fourth principle. So these are the fourth principle. Since we started, okay, minimum principle we done. Minimum, what are the principle, what are the regulations, we need to follow the four. We have started, okay, we stopped eating non-veg, illicit sex we are not doing, liquor we are not doing, and gambling we are not doing. That's fine. Then after that, what do you do? So there are many people are there in this world, they are not doing all those things. But they are not coming into the bhakti. They may be, I'm good people, there are villages also, if you see, there are few people will be there. But they don't know about bhakti. Because they are not get the touch, they are not get the taste. So if you go and preach into their presence, they will catch the things immediately. So we don't know who are all getting non-veg. You can't go and test everyone. That's the reason we are going to everyone. Then who are clicking to us, then we are bringing them to bhakti. And once they come on here, then we are giving this the next four things to worship the Lord. How to worship the Lord. So these are the four things Krishna also saying. We have to follow it, so that we can get into the next level of bhakti. So this is what are the basics, that is strictly we have to follow. The next level, we need to try to follow all those things. Whenever you are coming to the temple, offer obeisances. From the entrance itself, we need to do obeisances. Then first obeisances to the Prabhupada. Prabhupada obeisances, what we need to say? You are obeisancing the Prabhupada. First you need to remember your Guru. Your Guru Pranam mantra you need to say.
And then Prabhupada.
Prabhupada mantra you need to say. And that's the way you need to, that is in the rules and Vaishnava ethics, it is there that if Guru is there, loudly you need to pronounce the mantra. The mantra, whatever your Guru Pranam mantra, in front of the Guru, while doing the obeisances, loudly you need to say. Then you need to offer obeisances to the Lord. So when you when you do the obeisances to the Guru, straight we need to do. Guru is there, straightly we need to do the Dandavat Pranam. And here, since we have the Lord, this opposite side, Prabhupada is there, that's the reason we are not doing straight, because our legs will focus to the Lord. That's the reason we are not doing. So that's the reason
we are doing from
that side, we need to keep the head in this side. And once you done that offering, then we need to come over here. Then we are offering here. Again, when we are offering the obeisances to the Lord, what are the mantras you need to say?
Guru.
Again,
Guru,
Prabhupada, then the Panchatattva, then
Hare Krishna.
All the things you need to say, then you need to. It is not just bowing down into it.
But when you just entering,
you need to say that.
when you just entering, first
Panchakalpa. So all the Vaishnavas are there. So it's a Vaishnava Sangh area. So we have Panchakalpa.
When you go to Lakshma, Garuda, Panchakalpa.
So if you go to the temple outside there is a bell will be there. You need to first ring the bell. I am coming. You need to say first.
First Garuda.
Yeah. First Garuda will be down. Garuda will be there. So Garuda will be down.
Garuda Skamba.
Garuda.
mantra is there.
That is what you are Panchakalpa.
Sir.
Garuda Skamba or Garuda, there only you have to listen, then you get in.
Right.
So the bell, if you see our temple, in Narasimha also there is a bell will be there, and top also there is a bell. So ring the bell and go and do the operation. So this is the rules and regulations we are following. So that it will be, it's a ethic, it is a minimum hygiene we have to follow. And whenever we are seeing the Maharaja or senior devotee, again we need to do the obeisances to them. And actually usually it is the obeisances to do for all the Vaishnavas. It is not only Maharajas and the senior devotees. All the Vaishnavas who are all coming to within this room, who are all coming, you need to do the obeisances to them. And when this Goswamis, they were there, They used to do the Dandavat. They do the who is the Giri Gautam, when he is doing the parikrama, he will do overall crossing. They will do the parikrama for all the people, for all coming opposite side. They will do the parikrama. They will do the obeisances for all the people. And in Alvar also, in Sri Sampradaya, the person who built the Alvar, he built the Sri Rangam temple. Before this, I couldn't understand the name. That Alvar, he wanted to marry a girl. He was very beautiful woman. He wanted to marry her. But he is a devotee. But the girl said that because of her beauty, he wanted to marry. So the girl wanted to make him realize him that he is a devotee. So what she said, if you want to marry me, 1 year, you do 1,000 obeisances to the Vaishnavas. And for 1,000 people you need to feed them daily. 1 year. Then he started. Okay, I wanted to marry her. He started. So he started in the Sri Rangam temple. He started 1,000 every day, 1,000 obeisances. He will do overall with the Vaishnavas. He will do the obeisances for 1,000 people and he will feed them also. But after a year, he left the taste for the beautiful woman. He got the taste for the Vaishnavas. He wanted to become Vaishnava, so he got the more taste. I want to do more. That kind of mood he came for him. Then the guide wanted to marry him. After that. The guide, yes, he became a great Vaishnava. He is following all those things. He is growing in bhakti, so the guide wanted to marry him later. So that is the power of doing obeisances to the Vaishnavas. So we have to also be in the mood. If you are not able to do full Dandavat, at least with the heart, at least with the mind, if you are not able to bend, at least. So that, yes, join the hands. So we will say Namaskaram. That is, what is the meaning of Namaskaram? Na mama agangara. Na mama ahangara. That is the meaning of Namaskara. So I don't have any ahangara. So I'm giving the respect to you. Without ahangara, I'm expecting the respect to you. That is the way we are giving to the. That's the way we are saying Namaskar to other persons. Even now the politicians also saying Namaskar. But they don't know the meaning, real meaning of that Namaskar. So we should not be like that. We should, whatever we are doing, we should mindfully, we need to understand the reason behind that, then we need to follow those things. Whatever the things are already provided by all the acharyas, all the seniors, these are all for our, there is always Prabhupada used to say that, right? The Vaishnavas means it's a perfect gentleman. So perfect gentleman, they should not even if other person should not see any negative points in that. If you are going outside, means they should treat you as a gentleman. The way how we are representing ourselves in the outside world, they should treat us as a gentleman. So because they also wanted to follow us, right? They will see us, they want to follow us. So that is the way we have to present ourselves. We should be a perfect gentleman. We have to try to follow all the rules and regulations so that we will be in that whatever Prabhupada is expecting. And one of the Parvati came, when Mataji asked Prabhupada, how can I have a child, I get a family, I don't have, how can I please you? You heard what they gave. Somebody forwarded some message in that group, yesterday I saw. In that, Prabhupada said, are you reading my books? Yes, Prabhupada, I am reading my books every day. Are you reading your books every day? Then you are pleasing me, that's enough. That's what Prabhupada is saying. So if you want to please Prabhupada, we have to read Prabhupada's books. Now if you see, earlier only books were there. Now if you know, all the Prabhupada lectures are available in the audio form and then the script form also. If you are not able to understand what Prabhupada is saying, script also coming. If you are thinking that it is fastly he is speaking and script is going fastly, the same script form available in the
Slow.
The script also. Text form also. You can read the script, you can understand text. And you can just if you see Prabhupada's lectures, At least if you give 1 hour lecture, in the 1 hour lecture, 50% he will refer from the scriptures. Any of the slokas he will say, he will take. Any Upanishad, anywhere, any scriptures he will refer, he will take all the scriptural reference and he will tell. He won't tell on his own. Anything, everything is refer the scriptures and he will tell. This scripture, that scripture, everything. Everything from the scriptural reference. So if you follow that Prabhupada's way of understanding, Prabhupada's way of teaching, we also need to try to take this small, that slokas, 2, 3, you won't take full sloka down. You will take only the one line, then you will put that, what the line is explaining. So in that way, we also need to practice. See, the lawmakers, the vakils, the advocates, whenever they will speak, they will take, whenever there is an argument, the court happening means, they will speak through the law books. In this section, in this law, the number 330, 320, that law, it's saying like this. Then we can do it. So if the advocate is arguing with the law book reference, the judge also can't deny that. Yes? Then the judge will refer that, okay, this saying is this, then whatever he is saying is correct. That is the understanding.
Case study with the judgment also.
Yeah. So that is the way, always our way of teaching also should through scriptural direction. Blindly we should not talk. So we have to practice in that way. To understand, to memorize what are the, at least we can't memorize all the slokas, but what are the important slokas, at least 1 or 2 lines we should. Then that line we need to quote, and with this sloka, Krishna is saying like this. So this is the meaning of this. So we have to follow this. So when you quote and when you explain to the people, then they will understand, okay, Bhagavad Gita, all those things are there. So what people are thinking is Bhagavad Gita means Arjuna was fighting, so Krishna is pacifying Arjuna, that's it. Don't cry, like that. They are not thinking that it is a lesson for life lesson. The people are not aware of this Bhagavad Gita. So we need to refer 3-4 slokas in the Bhagavad Gita so that I understand what is there in Bhagavad Gita. People will understand. Hare Krishna. Grandraj Srimad Bagavatam ki. Any questions, any comments?